Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So, I got an email from a subscriber, and this one says, what do you do when you tell a girl to text you? I forgot to give specific instructions initially. I did later on, as you will read, but messaged her on Snapchat and I said, we need to link up and get a drink. Text me when you are free with my number. She proceeded to tell me, you text me. And I was like, I gave you specific instructions. You are being difficult. So text me tomorrow at noon if you are serious. Do I stick to my guns and see if she will text me? Because that is a sign of being uncooperative slash an attention whore. We kind of have history. We messed around and cheated on we messed around and I cheated on my girl with her. It was a whole bunch of drama, but we didn't have sex. And she's known to have a lot of dudes and females sweating her. And I definitely am not going, and I'm definitely not going to. So I feel like it's a power struggle at this point. And if I back down and text her, then that's following her. And that's what I don't want to do. I wish I would have smashed her, but I didn't know some of the things I know now. So that's why I'm reaching out to her again to try to turn things around and smash and do things correctly this time around. I feel like since I set the precedent by saying text me, that is her attention whoring. Different if we exchange numbers, if we exchange them mutually, and I was able to text her on the spot, but that wasn't the case. What are your thoughts? Should I charge her if she doesn't text me and don't give in, or text her after a couple days? I just think if I do, that's like me being like everybody else because they bend to her will just to try to get a chance with her. I don't want to project this. I like to tell females to text me and give them my number to weed out the attention whores and get to the ones who are interested. I use this as a gauge. So my thoughts are, if she isn't complying, she isn't making it easy, which is thus displaying a low level of interest. Also, a similar situation happened on Twitter where I was talking to this girl. I opened her up and quickly got to the point saying she should make a trip out to DC and we should get drinks, and told her to text me and gave me her number. But then she responded, text me with her number. So I'm seeing a pattern with this power struggle type of thing. And I feel like if I go back and text them after I told them to text me, then on a psychological level, that is making me like everyone else. And I'm definitely not. What are your thoughts? All right. So the thing you have to understand is women who really like you, women who are really feeling you, they're going to follow your instructions. Always. Okay, they're going to follow your instructions. And they're going to do it without any back and forth, without any hesitation. These are the girls who really, really like you, who's really feeling you. So if you tell her, hey, text me, she'll just text you. It's not going to be this, oh, well, you text me or you do this or you do that. No, she's going to do it. Right? And the thing that you have to understand is you don't want to end up doing what she's telling you to do. You understand? So if you send her a text and you say, hey, hit me up. And then she's like, let's say you're on an online site or whatever it is, or Twitter, you was talking about with the other girl, you're like, here's my number, text me. And then she's like, oh no, you text me, here's my number. You don't want to end up texting her after she gave you, her number. You understand? Because you told her to do something and she's supposed to be doing what you said to do. I talked about this in my other video where I titled it, always be in control of the conversation with women. And basically I was saying, similar to this, where I was talking about if you tell a chick to do something, her response should only be what you're telling her to do. You understand? And see, sometimes guys, they just sort of like go along with the shit because they want to get with the girl so bad that they're just going to, make shit happen. If she says, oh, text me, and they'll be like, okay, and then they'll just do it after they done told her to do something. See, it's one thing if you get a girl's number and, let's say you get her number and she gets your number and then you just out the blue just hit her up or whatever You understand? And, you didn't tell her to text you. You didn't tell her to do anything. That's one thing. And then, you could hit her up and she could hit you back and y'all could work that shit out. But if you're telling a girl to do something and then she doesn't do it, she doesn't follow your instructions, that means she is not really feeling you like that. Right? See, a lot of guys think that, they have to do a whole bunch of extra shit to get a chick. They think, oh, well, maybe I should just text her. Maybe even though I told her to text me and then she's telling me, no, you text me. Maybe I should just text her because I don't want to lose her. I don't want to lose out on the situation. What if she doesn't text me and then I don't get to see her and all this other stuff, right? See, what you got to understand is chicks who are feeling you, they're going to hit you back because they're feeling you. So the thing is, if you tell them to text you and they notice that you're not texting them, if they want to get at you, they got to holler at you. Now, see, the thing is that in certain situations, the chick might not text you back immediately, right? But the thing is, if she knows that, you told her to hit you up, and if she notices that you're not hitting her up, if she wants to get with you, she's going to holler at you. You understand? It might not be tomorrow. It might not be today. It could be next week. It could be next month, even in certain cases, right? But what you got to understand is that if she's really feeling you, she's going to hit you up at a certain point. Like I remember this one girl I was talking to, right? What happened was me and her, we like went out one time, and then I hit her up like the next week or whatever, and I was like, yo, we should get together, make something happen, right? And then, we didn't get together because she was like, oh, this came up and that came up. So I kind of just like fell back a little bit. And then, I had ran into her at this event. So when I ran into her, I just was like, oh, what's up? And I wasn't really even talking about like hollering at her or getting with her or whatever. I just said, on some high and by sort of type of shit to an extent. And I started talking to other people in the spot, started talking to other girls. And periodically through the night, she would come up to me and she'd be like, trying to talk to me, whatever. So then, I told her at a certain point, I was like, yeah, I'm about to bounce. And she was like, oh, you're going to leave without like, giving me a dance or whatever. So the thing is, I told her, I said, listen, I'm about to bounce, but I was like, hey, you have my number. So I said, and I told her this, I said, I'm not going to call you. I said, if you want to hang out, you got to call me. Like I told her straight up, I'm not calling you. So I was like, if you want to make something happen, you got to call me. Right. So after that day, maybe like 3 weeks later or something like that, she hit me up out the blue. You understand? And she's like, oh, what are you up to this weekend? Yada, yada, yada. See, the thing was, I told her, look, I'm not going to call you because she knew I had her information. She knows that I had her number. I could have called her anytime, but I'm like, look, you need to call me. I'm not calling you. So the thing is, when she realizes that I actually wasn't going to call her, she's like, fuck it. I got to call this dude because I want to see him. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is, if they really want to see you, they will call you. So all you need to do is tell them to call you and then just basically leave that shit. Because if they want to see you, they're going to actually make it happen. You don't need to run after them. You don't need to do a whole bunch of extra shit, because if they don't call you, all that means is that they're not really feeling you like that. You understand? And again, you have to make sure that you're not doing what they tell you to do. So if you tell a chick to call you and she's like, no, you call me, don't call her. You understand? Don't do that shit. You understand? You could respond to her and be like, listen, yeah, you got my number, so holler at me. You understand? Even if she's like, call me. No, just, you got my number, holler at me. Or you don't even have to say anything. You understand? You say to her, hey, here's my information, hit me up. She's going to be like, no, you call me. You could be on some silence. You don't even respond to that. Now, if she wants to talk to you, guess what she's going to do? She's going to text you. She's going to hit you up. Right? See, the thing is, for example, let's say that girl on Twitter, right? You said that you hit this chick up on Twitter and, you told her to hit you up, right? But she didn't call you like that. Let me see exactly what you said. You said a similar situation happened on Twitter where I was talking to this girl. I opened her up, quickly got to the point saying she should make a trip out to DC and we should get drinks, told her to text me and gave her my number. You said, but then she responded, text me with her number. See, so, you're saying, so she's basically doing the same thing the other girl did. And this is the thing. It's not that you can't, holler at her, because this is the thing. This is what I want you guys to understand. See, with this specific situation, she hit you up on Twitter. Y'all are talking on Twitter. You texted her and said, hey, hit me up here, hit me up on my number. Then she says, you text me, and she gives you her number, right? Now, you could wait a week, wait a few days, whatever. And if she doesn't call you, but you actually want to holler at her, you understand? You holler at her back on Twitter. You don't call her on her phone. You don't text her on her phone. You see what I'm saying? So you can hit her up on Twitter and be like, let's say, you say, hey, here's my number, call me. She texts you. She sends you her number. She's like, here's my number, call me. And y'all still talking on Twitter or whatever. You don't call her on her number. You wait a week or so, and then you hit her back up on Twitter. You'd be like, yo, what's good? What you up to? Come through to DC. Text me right now. Hit me, text me right now. So you're basically reiterating what you're saying to do so that she can do it, right? But what you're not doing is you're not doing what she said, which is to call her. So what I want you guys to understand is that you just have to make sure that you're avoiding doing what the girl says. You understand? Because you already told her to do something, and then she's telling you, oh, well, you do this. And if you do that, you're fucking up. You understand? Because you shouldn't be having these power struggles with these chicks. It's just you say to do this, and then she's supposed to do it. Now, if the chick ain't doing it, you charge it to the game. Or all you do is really just fall back. So you give the girl your number, say, hey, call me. She's like, oh, no, you do this, you do that. You could be like, just don't say shit and wait for her to do what she needs to do. You understand? But if you wanted to, let's say, get in contact with her, or, whatever way, let's say, you see this chick around your way, or you hit this chick up on Facebook or whatever, right? You can get in contact with her basically in that other way, but do not get in contact with her how she told you to do it. You understand what I'm saying? So if you say, hey, text me here on my phone, let's say you guys are talking on, I don't know, fucking Instagram. You say, here's my number, text me. And then she's like, no, you text me on here. Here's my number. Do not text her on her shit. Right? You could wait a while if you want to, hit her up again. Hit that chick up on Facebook or something, or hit her back up on Instagram. But do not call her, because she hasn't, you basically don't want to do the thing that she's telling you to do. You understand? It's very, 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 very important that you don't do that shit. You see what I'm saying? So that's what you got to really remember with this is, don't get into these damn power struggles with these chicks and then start complying to what they're telling you to do, especially when you already done told them to do something. You understand? Your best stance is to just tell them what to do and fall back, and then have them come at you, right? Now, if she doesn't come at you within like a week or two or whatever, you could hit her back up, but never hit her back the way she asks you to do it. You understand? So that's pretty much it. Listen, if you guys have any more questions, make sure you click the link below, and I'll holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.
Now, before you turn off this video, make sure you click the link below to get the Mr. Locario 30-minute game session. Now, this is a private one-on-one coaching session between me and you where we chop up game for a half an hour. So make sure you click that link below to get the Mr. Locario 30-minute game session.
Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 to through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.